my god, that's a bad way to start. Hello, my name is Nathan Morales, and this is the class for AHE, Social Change, and this is vlog one for Seth Godwin, the Tribe's Root Lead. Now, since this is technically the first vlog, um, I wanted to kind of give you guys an intro about who I am. I am a 18-year-old who came from a very small town in California, right next to LA, like really close to it. But I mean, you wouldn't even recognize this town. It's called Rosemead, and and I went to an all-boys high school, an all-boys high school, um, and it was very small. It was very private. So I came all the way over here, all the way to Oregon, just for a different change of pace. Um, I play the bass, and I personally like to join different clubs, and I like to get involved with various different things because it helps me. I love doing this, and that's part of the reason why I came for this class. Um, anyway, so Seth Godwin talks about change, how we are in a society about how we keep changing and how we keep moving. He talks about how first there was a factory idea. If you wanted change to get done, if you wanted change, then you would have to get enough people through the factory and just kind of mass produce something to get it out there. The second idea that he talked about was if you're on TV, if you get enough, time on TV, then you're gonna get your idea through. Now he's talking about leaders and how, and we're in the time where if there's a leader, someone to start something, then you basically got change there. And I found that really interesting because it is true. You don't you don't need to be on TV. It helps, but you don't need to do that. You need someone to lead the mass in order to create a movement, to create kind of a revolution. And it doesn't have to be everyone, kind of like you said. It has to be a targeted audience. It's like, let's say I have these pair of scissors. Now, maybe I don't want to use these scissors anymore. I mean, look at all the work I have to do. I know this makes me look lazy, but I have to move my fingers up and down in order to cut through something, right? Okay, so what if I was like, no, I don't want this. I don't like this at all. I want to boycott this. This is stupid. I'm going to come up with the laser scissor thing that can be mass produced and can be made cheaply. So instead of having to do this, I can get a button and it will precisely cut paper, or it will precisely cut something to the degree that I want it to be cut. And I can get my target audience, people who don't want to use scissors anymore, people who are fascinated with Star Wars. But the point being is that I have that target audience, and that I'm leading that sort of mass groove and saying, we don't want scissors anymore, we want laser cutters now. But I find that the idea really really interesting because it kind of is true. We need change. We're a society that changes, so you need a leader in order to start something. I guess kind of in terms of like starting a revolution against something like vegans towards meat is is kind of like for people who are freshmen in the class. Um, we we left a completely different society. We left our home. We left our high school. We left people that we knew, or at least some of us left people that we knew. Some people came with other people. But anyway, um, we kind of left that that kind of realm, that home, and we decided to come over here to college, where we are dorming or we are living off campus but nearby, um, roommating with someone, and or at least some of us are completely alone out here. Like we don't know anybody, and that to me is a completely different change. That's kind of a revolution. Maybe one of us started it, and other people followed, like from high school. But I mean, many of us just kind of came here alone, and I don't know. I found that interesting how that in itself is kind of a revolution, that we revolted against the status quo of our old society and we decided to come over here. You know, that's in a way doing it. But yeah, the in order to make a productive change, in order to make a productive movement, in order to create a productive revolution, is that you you need to lead, or you can follow someone. It's up to you. But particularly, I mean, I hope the reason why we're here in this class, or at least some of us are, is that we came here in order to make a difference. That we came here to get a group of people and to lead, or maybe to follow someone who has a very good idea and help them out with that idea, and follow them into creating a revolution, something that challenges the status quo, hopefully for the better, hopefully not for the worse, because that would and that would really suck for everybody. But hopefully for the better, and that's part of the reason why I'm here in this class. I want to learn how I can help change things for the better, because I want life to be better. That would be great. That would be super freaking awesome. You know. Anyway, um, that's essentially my rant. Thank you for listening. Um, so yeah, in order to really start a revolution, or in order to do something, is that you need a leader, and you also need a very well. And it doesn't have to be a great idea, but it has to be a new idea, something that challenges the status quo, in order to push something through, and in order to create life, into a better situation.